Okay, I have received one question. Welcome back, all of you. I have received one question from one of the student. Let me check that question. I will answer them. Wait for a minute. Okay, question is, why depending upon the town solid waste is increased per person? What is the relation? Exactly why? Very nice question. I will explain, Mahesh. We'll wait for 1 minute. Whether some more people are getting connected or not. Okay, I will be back to your question that why it is getting changed. Why depending on the town solid waste is increased per person? What is the relation? And 0.54 million ton, not a metric ton. In a video mentioned a metric ton. Okay, let me check. Two questions that first of all will come to the metric ton total solid generation in India at the rate 0.45 kg per person is equal to, the population is being considered 120 crore, then multiplied by 0.45 divided by 1000. Okay, it is converted into ton, so it becomes 0.54 into these many 1 2 3 1 3 4 5. So that's why it is metric ton. It is correct, metric ton. Who is there? Can you please talk to me?
मॅडम ते करोड मध्ये आमच्या पुढे एक आहे.
हा महेश काय? हा थोडा आवाज क्लिअर येत नाही तुमचा.
मॅडम ते करोड मध्ये नाही, करोड म्हणजे करोडच्या पुढचा आहे, अब्ज मध्ये 12 120.
120 एक सेकंड. हा 120 अब्ज. हा नो विल कॉन्सन्ट्रेट ऑन दिस. किती की 120 3 आणि 3 1 2 3 3 6 आणि 7 आणि 8 8 zeros are there divided by 1000. So that 1000 from that it will goes 3. So 5 will be there. Is it? So 12 lakh will be there. So 12 lakh ton to metric ton. How it is relates? How it can be converted? Tons to metric ton. Speak up. महेश, किती टनाचा एक मेट्रिक टन?
100.
That's why it is. Hello.
100. Hello, 100 madam, 100 tons. 1 metric ton.
100. Let me check. Are you sure that 100 ton is equal to 1 metric ton? Okay, I will focus
Madam,
on that.
नाही नाही मॅडम,
तुमचे
मला
दोन
फिक्स
क्वेश्चन
माहित नाही, परंतु मला
नाही, I will check and I will come back to that question if possible in this lecture. Otherwise, in the next lecture, I will check on the Google unit conversion, about unit conversion. This is not the common unit conversion, so we are not habitual with
Okay,
this.
madam.
But definitely, I will check and I will revert you. Your another question is about the how the with the towns it is getting changed. The standardization of people matters for the solid waste generation rate. How I will tell you with one example. Okay. एखादा खेड आहे, जवळपासच्या खेड्याचा विचार करा, आपण गोपाळपूरचा विचार करू. गोपाळपूरमध्ये केक कापणाऱ्यांची संख्या किती असेल आणि पंढरपूरमध्ये केक कापणाऱ्यांची संख्या किती असेल? पंढरपूरच्या लोकांचं स्टँडर्डायझेशन हे गोपाळपूरच्या लोकांपेक्षा चांगलं आहे. सो दे कन्झ्युम्स सच extraordinary things more, and hence they become responsible for the increasing the solid waste generation rate. So this is one example. Are you satisfied with this, or do you want to give me more examples? Mahesh.
Okay, madam.
Is it? Yeah. With the change in standardization of the people, the availability source, or the instead of that standardization, we can say the economical status matters. That is it. So from town to town, from city to city, the rate of generation will change. Okay. Now we'll go to the next point. I hope you have copied. Now you can imagine that solid waste generation rate. It is a 0.5 kg per capita per day, and a huge population is there, and huge amount of solid waste is going to be generated in a year. Then where to dispose this much huge amount? Where to be disposed? It is quite difficult to dispose it. Simply we can think about our college. 4,000 students are there. 0.45 kg per student, the solid waste generation rate is there. You can multiply it by 4,000. 4,000 multiplied by 0.5, assume 0.5. Okay, instead of 0.45, we'll assume 0.5. 0.5 into 4,000. Or hostelite students are only 2,000. So we'll consider 2,000. 0.5 multiplied by 2,000. So it becomes 10,000. No. 2,000 into 0.5. So 200 kg solid waste is going to be generated every day. बरोबर आहे? तर इतकं सारं सॉलिड वेस्ट, 125 करोड़ का देश है, कहाँ वेस्ट डिपॉजिट करेंगे? So for that purpose, we need to segregate at the source. We need to provide the proper treatment to this. Then only it is possible to manage. Otherwise, we may have the more and more troubles in the future in respect to solid waste disposal and management. Okay. Then we'll go to the next point. If you are clear, we will go to the next point. Classification of solid waste. Now it is important to classify, it is important to segregate, then need to be understand the characteristics, and once you are understanding its properties, you can provide the treatment. That funda we have studied in the water supply engineering and wastewater engineering itself. So same is applicable over here. Then that's why we should understand first the classification of solid waste. The solid waste are being classified different way. Is it? So the first classification, again here solid waste definition, all solids arising out of human and animal activities discarded as useless and unwanted are classified into two types, that is homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous generally generating from the agricultural. आता गव्हाचं शेत असेल तर गव्हाच्या शेतापासून निघणारं जे सॉलिड वेस्ट आहे ते गव्हाच्या काड्या आणि त्याची पानं हेच असणार आहे. सो दॅट विल बी होमोजिनियस. त्याच्यामध्ये वेगवेगळे प्रकार असण्याची शक्यता फार कमी. किंवा एखादी इंडस्ट्री आहे, शुगर केन इंडस्ट्री, यू कॅन टेक शुगर केन इंडस्ट्री. शुगर केन इंडस्ट्री मधून सॉलिड वेस्ट जनरेट होणार ते काय असणार आहे, तर तिथून बगॅस फॉर्म होतो. तो जो बगॅस निघणार आहे दॅट इज द solid waste, homogeneous type of solid waste generating from that particular industry. So usually from the agricultural area or the industry, area, the solid waste gets generated which is in a homogeneous form. Not exactly, but usually it is homogeneous type. Homogeneous म्हणजे काय, एकसारख्या प्रकाराचं. Then another type is the heterogeneous type. Heterogeneous type, here I have mentioned the अर्बन कम्युनिटी. अर्बन कम्युनिटी इन द सेन्स आपलं जे डोमेस्टिक लाईफ आहे, एक घर घ्या तुम्ही, एका घरातून किती प्रकारचं सॉलिड वेस्ट जनरेट होऊ शकतं. व्हेजिटेबल, किचन मधून जनरेट होणारे व्हेजिटेबल, पिल्स ऑफ दी fruits. Okay, that will be the different characteristics. It is a degradable type of old newspaper, some broken material, everything will you will found, and it is having different characteristics. Different characteristics in the sense, some of them will be degradable, some of them will non-degradable, some of it is combustible, some of them is non-combustible. बरोबर आहे. आता ग्लास असेल किंवा लोखंड असेल तर ते नॉन कंबस्टिबल मध्ये जाईल. जर डिग्रेडेबल मटेरियल, किचन मधून जनरेट होणारे वेस्ट हे डिग्रेडेबल मटेरियल. देन न्यूजपेपर, रियुजेबल मटेरियल. So it is having a heterogeneous characteristic. That also we need to study. If it is the homogeneous characteristic, we can straightforward as per characteristic one treatment can be provided. If it is heterogeneous characteristic, we need to segregate as per its a characteristic, and then we can provide the treatment. Understood? So I should understand the classification. एक आहे या प्रकारचा यातला प्रकार होऊन बसतो. So we should go for that way. Then the domestic and residential, another type of solid waste, source based classification. And fourth is the domestic or the residential waste. A day-to-day domestic activity generates different types of solid waste. So whatever I have mentioned here, these are originate from household activities like the cooking, cleaning, repair, redecoration. एक बराच काळानंतर झालं की आपल्याला वाटतं नाही हे नाही रिडेकोरेशन करावं लागते आणि मग ते पहिलं टाकून दिलं जातं. काही बाहेरून खाद्यपदार्थ मागवले, त्याचं पॅकेजिंग मटेरियल असतं, दॅट ऑल्सो जनरेटिंग एज अ सॉलिड वेस्ट. Old furnish, that is also becoming a solid waste. Okay, in that includes the different components that the leftover food, vegetable peels, plastic, clothes, ashes, empty containers, old books, writing paper, newspaper, bulky items such as bulky item in the sense we can say freeze. आता freeze खराब झालाय, that is also one of the solid waste. Either you are sending it to the municipality as a waste material, or you are sending it to the electronic waste collector for the getting more amount. That is the different issue, but that will be considered as one of the bulky solid waste. Or demolition of the buildings, it is also going to be generate the huge amount of solid waste, bulky solid waste. Another one, very popular example I will give you to the youth generation, like you people don't think about that, but I want to make you people to think about that. And that is what the Ganpati festival, or the currently we recently finished that Durga festival. In such a festival, the people used to decorate with the gypsum material. Do you know gypsum material? After plaster and before color also we use that material in the construction also, or for the POP purpose. Is it that all murtis are being constructed with this material? So this is not getting degraded for a longer period. And then what to do with this material? Is it? So such a bulky items are going to be generated from the domestic or the industrial area as a solid waste. Okay. Then we'll go to the next point. Next type of solid waste, that is the commercial waste. Commercial in the sense offices, schools, institutes. From that, whatever the type of solid waste is getting generated, that will be considered as a commercial waste. All solid waste originating from offices, stores, restaurants, hotels, market establishments, and in that includes the different components, and these are nothing but the leftover food, plastic, clothes, ashes, empty containers, glass, metal, etc. These types of waste are considered as a commercial solid waste. Getting. Then the next one is the institutional waste. Under institutional waste, all solid waste are originating from schools, universities, sorry, commercial. While explaining commercial, I told you the schools and institutes. This is the different. Commercial in the sense the shops, especially shops will comes, hotels or the restaurants will comes under the commercial waste. Institutional waste, all solid waste originating from schools, universities, hospitals, research institutions, public buildings, etc. And in that, paper, plastics, glass, these are the special type of waste getting generated from the institutional area. Okay, then the municipal waste. Municipal waste which is generating from the municipal activities and their services. Usually we found street sweeping is being performed. While street sweeping, whatever the dead animals on the street, then whatever the papers, plastic, we people thrown away, some of the vehicles broken, accidents happens, and that's all, it also remain as it is on the roadside. So such a type of versatile types of material will be observed in the municipal solid waste, is it? So in that, combination of domestic, institutional, and commercial waste will be observed under the municipal waste. Okay, so these are the different types of solid waste. Again, it is so as per source based, we are studying the second type of classification, that is source based classification. In that, first one is the domestic residential waste, third one is the commercial waste, institutional waste, municipal waste. Okay, so before we go to the next, I request you to write this. So shall I go to this display or next one? If you have finished this one, I will go to the 9th one slide, or if you want to see this, I will be here. 1 minute is sufficient for you. Okay, do complete this one, then we'll go to the next point. We'll go to the next. Please copy this one. Hello, guys. If you have finished, I hope you have finished this one. If not, please someone can text me. Nobody is replying. What? Shall I proceed? Okay, I will proceed. Nobody is replying. That's why I have gone for the next. Industrial waste. The next type of solid waste. Yeah, someone written. Completed. Thank you, Mahesh. Industrial waste. It is the discarded waste. So a discarded solid material of manufacturing process and industrial operations. It is unique for each industry. It will be different for different industry, is it? Then ashes and residues from the power plant and hazardous waste will be there from the industrial waste. If the industry is dangerous, that suppose the fertilizer industry is there, so definitely the waste which is generating from the fertilizer industry will be hazardous waste, or the acid industry, or we can say the nuclear type of some activities are being performed in any industry. That waste will be considered under the hazardous waste. About hazardous waste, we will be the considered as the agricultural waste. But usually that waste doesn't matter. So you are requested to write down this slide, please. Then another classification of solid waste we will study. Okay. Please copy this. Okay, if you are done, we'll go to the next point. Next type of classification we will study. Okay, this is the type-based what is the composition of solid waste? As per this, the again different types of solid waste will be observed here under this also. The first one is the garbage. We used to say it is a garbage. Usually it includes the food waste. And the start decomposing, and during the decomposition, and it will create the unhygienic environment, and not only emitting the odorable gases, it attracts the flies and rats, and the mosquito breeding will start, and this will create the unhygienic environment. So that type of solid waste we should pay more attention. This type of solid waste we need to pay more attention, is it? Then the next type is the ashes and residues. When we burn something and generate as a byproduct, that will be a ashes, or it can be considered as a residues. So this is also can be this is actually useful. If you burn it and converts into ashes, this can be used as a filler material in a clinkers or the bricks, or even in a soil also we can use as a filler material. That will not be the issue. But while burning, it will create huge amount of air pollutants into the atmosphere. And the burning should be the controlled burning. How the burning can be converted into controlled burning, that also we are going to study in the point treatment to the solid waste. Okay, so these are the first two types of the solid waste as per the type-based classification. So you are requested to copy this slide, then I will explain the further types.
मी